everybody. It's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Goldstein. And he rifles one incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
To throw on 3rd down, Goldstein. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Washington.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Goldstein. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They'll run with Sanders. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. More than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Rager. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Hurts throw taken in here by Patrick. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this 1st half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Goldstein is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So a great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They go play action with Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Goldstein. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Goldstein. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Operating from the gun, Goldstein. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Off the play fake. Goldstein out to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Hey, we got to get this stuff. Watch 55. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Back to throw. Goldstein. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Mike 42, check. Okay, just like that.
They'll look to throw again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd down and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Tackle made by Chase Young. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Sanders. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd and 1, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42.
Looking to throw. Goldstein. He's got it to Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Sanders bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Philly.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on the offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line. 2nd and 10. 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 2nd and
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Like 42, like 42. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to go.
Throwing again, Goldstein. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 20.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Stop. Mike 42, Mike 42. I got one. Take off.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction.